Alright then. Well, here we are. There's a new trailer. The newest chapters in the Pokemon series. But before we get to that, there are 3 other videos which I didn't cover before. There's Legendary Ride from 10 days ago. I saw this pop up on the Nintendo channel, but since it was only 30 seconds long and not on the Pokemon channel, I assumed that it wouldn't be that important, and so I'd just cover it next time I did a reaction. And we also got the Gimmighoul reveal, which I was going to record a reaction to yesterday, but then I put it off because I couldn't be bothered, because I'd caught a glimpse of the Pokemon already and it looked dumb. And I'm glad I did put it off, because the very next day, like, well, maybe not in my time zone, but here we are, another one. So, okay, well, now let's watch this one.
The open world of the Paldea region awaits.
Is it yet another repackaged version of that same trailer with the same footage? Oh. I think we got a little new footage of the traversal there.
As you explore vast landscapes and towns to find new and
Maybe.
familiar Pokemon. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, it's your world,
Yep.
your way.
El Basico Boringo trailer. Right, where are these mysterious coins coming from? Let's find out. I mean, there would be an easy joke about loot boxes to be made here. What?
I think this might just be the Pokemon I've been hearing so much about. Trainers from all over have reported sightings.
I've got to say, Professor, I'm surprised Gimmighoul's showing up in your neck of the woods.
Gimmighoul. So
Oh.
that's what this Pokemon's called.
What on earth? What on earth? What on earth? What on earth? Okay. It's like Spamton's less popular little brother. Like, look at this thing. This guy would definitely try to sell you crypto.
Does it actually be part of its body? It also carries the same type of coin trainers have been finding.
That's right. In Paldea, I've seen
What?
some Gimmighoul that hide in
Why
treasure
is this a Pokemon? Why is this a Pokemon?
The ones
Look at
hiding in
it!
chests are new to me.
Look at it!
The fascinating.
Ah! Why does it look like that?
No one's ever caught a Gimmighoul that's not in a chest. The second you get near, they hightail it out of there, dropping a coin as they flee.
I don't think we've seen them act like that over here.
You know, there's actually an interesting story about Gimmighoul and its coins.
What do you mean?
Here's an old, strange tale involving a mysterious
Okay.
coin.
First Pokemon Legends Arceus trailer again.
Once upon a time, a young girl was out on a walk when she picked up a coin. Clink,
See a penny, pick it up.
there's another.
Wonder what Game Freak were thinking with this
Wait,
design.
What's that? When the mysterious being noticed the girl, it fled through a nearby door. The girl hurriedly chased after it and came upon a treasure chest.
Oh my goodness.
But the mysterious being lurked nearby.
My
staring
brow is so
intently at the
furrowed
girl.
that you could sow wheat in it.
The treasure chest opened quietly, and whatever was inside met the girl's gaze. The girl put a coin into the treasure chest. 1. She picked up another coin and put it into the chest. 2. Once again, she picked up
I mean,
a
I
coin and
would
put it
ask
into
if
the
this was
chest.
going to be some
3.
new mechanic similar to the whatchamacall, the Zygarde cells or the
Eventually,
totem
the
stickers
chest
from Gen
came to
7,
be
but
full of coins.
this is just a normal
997,
ordinary Pokemon, right?
998, 999. Huh?
I mean, I haven't adored most of the designs from Gen 9 that we've seen.
Now who or what?
I've adored one or two of them.
On gathering them.
Farigiraf springs to mind, and yes, that's how I'm going to pronounce it, not Farigiraf.
What an intriguing tale. It might help us learn more about this Pokémon.
I hope so. It seems to suggest that Gimmighoul hiding in treasure chests don't move on their own. They just manipulate people into gathering coins for them.
On the other hand, Gimmighoul without treasure chests don't seem to manipulate people.
Oh, is it an alternate form?
Perhaps they're able to go searching on their own.
Why does it look
Odd
like
for Pokemon
that?
of the same species to behave so differently, don't you think?
Since their behavior
It's almost like an off-brand Chibi Robo or something.
consider them separate forms.
Or it's like a mascot for an insurance company. What is
Let's
this?
see.
Why does it look like
It's
that?
fair for the one that hides in chests.
Oh, well, there we go.
That's very straightforward. As for the one that walks around, how about roaming form?
Really
I like
push the
it.
boat out for that one,
You've
lads.
never heard of anyone catching a roaming form Gimmighoul in Paldea, right?
Yep. But out where you are, they don't run away? You said they just tag along near
Is this an
people who
extremely
take
long-winded way of saying that you have to get...
If
You have to
trainers out here
do
use that
Pokemon Go
behavior
to get the
their
other form?
advantage, they might be able to catch it. What an exciting research opportunity. Is there anything else you can tell me about Gimmighoul?
I'd be happy to tell you everything I know,
You know,
and I'll do what I can to help
out
you catch
here
roaming
in
form.
my universe with the radically different art style.
And I'm sure trainers will also appreciate your help. Now, about those coins.
Whoops. There's the bell. Time for class. Sorry, Professor. Gotta run.
Before you go, oh well, that's Jacques for you. Always dancing to the beat of his own drum.
Oh, that
Send a
Jack.
Thank you gift for his help with Gimmighoul. Maybe a nice postcard.
Okay. Oh, okay. I got war flashbacks to Smash there. Thought Undertale was going to pop up or something. Right. Alright. Well, I may or may not have overreacted a little bit, but what on earth? I mean, like I said, I caught a glimpse of it. I didn't get that clear of a view, so, yeah, I didn't really drink it all in. Okay. Oh, I've been ambushed by Gimmighoul. Oh, woe is me. Right, we'll watch the 50 seconds of footage of it actually in-game, where it will do nothing interesting. Is that its cry? Why does it sound like that? Oh, it's just a bog standard pure ghost type. I mean, I'm trying to decide if it's my least favourite Pokemon of this gen that we've seen so far. Oh, its antennae are like dowsing rods. Well, it's, Special Pikachu. It's, I mean, I don't like Poor Me on principle for being the Pika clone, and I didn't much care for Bellibolt, mainly because of the way it was revealed to us. But, this... It's not even a bad design, it's just, why is this a Pokemon? Oh, alright, well, here we go, the main event. The newest chapters in the Pokemon series. Okay, so this one's a little bit longer. Almost 4 minutes. Let's go.
You see tonight it could go either way.
Excuse me?
Balanced on a razor blade. We are designed to love and break, then to rinse and repeat it all again.
Am I allowed to play this? Is this kosher on YouTube?
World's too loud and things don't look up when you're going down.
Also, Ed Sheeran, really?
Reaching out from somewhere beyond the clouds.
I remember 5 years ago when Shape of You was playing everywhere and I hated that song. We are only 10 days away from release now, so this kind of seems like it could be a pretty final sort of trailer. Would this be a first? Putting a pop song over the Pokemon trailer? Oh. Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled for anything interesting, I suppose. Again, they showed the sandwich, but it was just normal ingredients. Yeah, they've got to have weird Pokemon ingredients at some point. Like, they must do. It just doesn't make sense to me otherwise. Like, oh yes, you use 2 slices of ham. Here you go, here's a boost to your effectiveness at catching fairy types. The boy. Oh, they're going to be version exclusives, aren't they? Yeah. I mean, I know Ed Sheeran had that Pokemon collaboration thing recently. Oh, they showed the tongue on camera this time. It's even more obvious, and yet they're still ignoring it. Yeah, so I know they had that collaboration thing recently. I was vaguely aware of it, but I'm still confused at the fact that it exists. Ooh, 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 ooh. Paradox forms! There they are! Okay, well that looked like an ancient, what's it called? Oh, Gordon Bennett, hang on. I'm getting sensory overload. What's its name? Donphan, yeah, and a future form of something. Ooh. Okay, well, Sizzle just looked kind of pretty like that. Okay, I thought that was something new for a second. It's just Dragapult wearing a silly hat. Okay. Well, I suppose I've heard worse. Heard worse? I've heard worse songs. Oh, they're going to tell me about the special Pikachu again? Yeah, whoa, I better pre-order right now! Oh, early purchase bonus. Right. Well, if I am buying it, then it will be... Oh. Oh, good. I can commemorate my Pokemon Shield playthrough, which I loved so much, with a special phone case. Oh yes, I'd love to be reminded of that. I mean, Legends Arceus was good for the amount of it that I played. I'd like to get back to that at some point, but I don't think it was good streaming material, so... Like, I don't know, maybe if my schedule opens up and there's nothing else that I want to record next, then I will do that, but for now I have no specific plans to. Yeah, well that turned into an update video all of a sudden. Let's have another look. Before I look at the website, let's have another look at these lads and see if I can figure out... Like, that definitely looks like Donphan. Yeah, that's definitely Donphan. But... Wait, that's... Is this Donphan 2? Oh my goodness. It's a cyborg future Donphan. That I did not expect. I just thought that was the same past form again. I didn't realize. Okay, that's a bit weird, but wow. Kind of interesting. Well, let's look at the website then. Right, just check if there's anything new in general. Oh, no, there is. They're still being pretty vague about how the multiplayer is actually going to work. And how, like, how much you can actually do together. If it's going to be kind of limited and kind of lame like it was in Let's Go. Where it just teleports in a second person and makes every battle twice as easy. But then they can't actually participate in anything story related at all. So it does make me wonder. Right, now what on earth is this? Great Tuscan Iron Treads, the Scarlet Book and the Violet Book. Ah, the Scarlet Book, which will appear in Pokemon Scarlet, and the Violet Book, which will appear in Pokemon Violet. That checks out. Yeah, well... Why is its face like that? That's so weird. But you know what? I kind of respect how out there they went. Okay. Oh, so they're not going to be in the Pokemon section. Is that what you're telling me? Well, maybe if they loaded, then I would be able to find that out. There we go. My internet's been terrible recently. I keep thinking, my internet seems to be good now. Maybe I can stream. No. It's just not loading. Well, fine. Well, we've got Gimmighoul, and that's the only new one here. It's just Ghost. Very boring. Rattled. Oh, I see what you did there. Okay, so high defense is low speed. It doesn't even have an interesting ability or anything. The form change is the only possible interesting thing about it. And you can... It looks like you can only get the roaming form in Pokemon Go. Thanks. What a crock. What a bizarre little thing, and what a boring little thing it is as well. I mean, it's got to have a really cool signature move, or else, like, why even bother? If this is seriously just another... You know, it does kind of vaguely resemble Meltan, now that I think about it. Suspicious. Well, I got quite crotchety about that one as well. I wasn't really expecting that, but, yeah, they really didn't, say. Well, it's clear that they are alternate forms of... I forgot his name. God, Donphan. I forgot his name again. Dear. You know, I've had to look up Spritzy twice, like, just this year, because I literally completely forgot what it was called. But, you know, that's Spritzy, so... Interesting. Well, yeah, they're being a little bit coy, aren't they? And I know I said when Ceruledge and Armarouge were revealed that, oh yeah, they're probably going to be Paradox forms of Gallade, right? I'm not so sure now. I mean, there is a definite resemblance. Well, Ceruledge is the exact same height as Gallade. Armarouge is a short king, even shorter than Gallade already is. But facially and headily, they do resemble it. But I'm thinking maybe they're not, after all. And they're just, slightly lazy in that case, because they do look quite a lot like it. Well, only 10 days to go. Wowee. And we still don't know that many of the new... We still don't know that many of the new Pokemon. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4... Only 24 new Pokemon we've actually seen. I think when the when the early copies start to creep out and the games get data mined and all the sprites are leaked, I think I'm going to react to those, because I do like seeing the sprites. I mean, I can't help myself. I want to see them. I don't mind being spoiled on the Pokemon that's going to be in the game. I don't even consider that a spoiler, because that informs my purchase in the first place. I still don't know whether I'm going to get Scarlet or Violet. I mean, I like Miraidon more. That's definite. And I like Ceruledge more. That's also definite. But who knows? Like, Ferrojarf might be Scarlet exclusive. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot more that were shown to us in Gen 7. Yeah, that was it. I remember seeing the leaks and a list of all the sprites. There are only like half a dozen Pokemon that we actually hadn't seen. I know there was Salazzle because, well, if only I'd preserved that reaction. But, and Crabominable as well. I think most of the Ultra Beasts. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Again, I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, they've definitely been restrained this time. Well, if I could just get the page to reload again. Thank you, please. Gordon Bennett. No? Well, looks like that's the best I'm getting. Oh, thanks, Virgin Media. Well, anyway. I like the starters. I'm still not very keen on Sprigatito and its disembodied head. But, like, if it evolves into something cool, I might pick it. I don't know. They haven't shown the evolution at all. Still. But I do like Fuecoco a lot. I do like Quaxley a lot. I know he's kind of the underdog pick. And he's kind of generic. Still, he looks like a cartoon character. Again, there seems to be a recurring theme here. But I kind of like him. He's got a cool attitude. I mean, I'm doing this summary as if this is going to be the last trailer. They're probably going to squeeze at least one more in. But yeah, you might as well, now that we're here. Koraidon has grown on me. I thought it looked kind of cool at first, but way over-designed. And I still think it's way over-designed. But, it's pretty cool. Well, I mean, I say that, it makes it sound like my opinion hasn't changed at all. I think it's pretty cool, but more so than I did originally. Miraidon I liked pretty much from the get-go. I mean, I like cool robots, I like furry bait, but you know, it looks cool, and it's not like legendaries past. I want to say Gen 4 even. They tend to be too over-designed for me to like them that much. Like Gen 1 and 2, the legendaries look great, but you know, in Gen 3 they're good as well. They're just not my favourites. But then in Gen 4, like Dialga and Palkia and Arceus even, they're just so over-designed. Even some of the newer legendaries which have grown on me, like Reshiram and Lunala, they took a while to do so. At first I saw them and I was like, it's kind of got too much going on. But Miraidon has a lot of detail, but it manages to still have a sleek profile overall and not be this. Like, look at all this stuff that's going on here, even in this limited portrait. Armarouge is okay. Cerulean Edge is much cooler. Like look at the two of them. Bellivolt, I don't much care for. I mean, even aside from the fact that it looks like it looks like Mr. Froggy Pants, who's going to teach me how to tell the time with the clock on his belly, then it was revealed via an anime girl screaming in my ear for 5 minutes, so, forgive me if I withhold my enthusiasm. Titan is a weird one, but I kind of like how daft the design is. I don't know, it's probably not going to be very good though, because it's a slow, bulky ice type. Game Freak, please stop making slow, bulky ice types, for goodness sake! I'm a little amped up at the moment. Dear. All the excitement is getting to me. Selectlizar is a good boy. I like him. He looks a little weird standing on two legs, I will admit. But, yeah, he's cute. Farigiraf is easily my favourite. Even because of the fact simply that they finally showed Girafarig some love. I mean, Girafarig is respectable already. It has a base stat total of, 495, which is, just barely okay. So there's no way that this isn't going to be good unless they intentionally sabotage its stat distribution or something. But the fact that it does all that and it's cute as well, not as cute as Girafarig, not as unique with the tail head thing. This is just confusing to look at, honestly, but I like it still. And I greatly appreciate it existing because, oh boy, finally I get to use Girafarig on my team and actually have a compelling reason to do so. Fido I've seen love for, but it doesn't really do anything for me. Meh. Gimmighoul, what do... I mean, I'm harping on it at this point. Why does this exist? Why does it look like that? We've got DuckTales looking dude over here. We've got preschool cartoon character who teaches you how to tell the time. And then we've got insurance company mascot. Graphite was weird, but it has grown on me. It looks weird, but like kind of cool. Not my favourite, but then, you know, most things aren't, by definition. Greavard, not really keen. It's not like I don't go nuts for the cute puppers. You know, case in point, its proportions are just a little bizarre for me. And no, you know, the fact that it will slowly drain my life force just from existing near me is, you know, slightly horrifying. Maybe enough to put me off, you know. Call me crazy. Cloth is just a big crab. And that's about all I have to say. Lechonk has a hilarious name. I don't know, maybe it'll be good when it evolves. It's just kind of another pig. We've had a few pigs already. Paldean Wooper is cute. I heard the rumours that it's going to evolve into something besides Quagsire, and given that Quagsire has always been my least favourite part about Wooper, then, you know, I'm okay for that. I still prefer Weavile to Sneasler, to cite another recent example of that happening, but, you know, I'm down for that. I'd like to see what it turns into. Poor me. It's, like, it is the Pika clone, isn't it? Yeah, it's electric type. Push off! Stop making these! And it apparently does have an evolution, and I saw the leak of it, and it looks really bad. But, I mean, finally they made one of these blasted things evolve, but even so. Smoliv? I've seen some hate for Smoliv. I kind of like it. It's cute, you know? It is kind of a rehash of previous Pokemon like Oddish, Budew, Petalil. But, I mean, you know, if you like Lechonk but not Smoliv, and you complain about Smoliv having a meme word in its name, then come on. But yeah, like the problem with a lot of these is we haven't seen any of their Evos yet. Like, not a single one of these has representation of more than one member of an Evo family, unless there's something weird going on with these two and Cyclizar, as previously speculated. I mean, Farigiraf evolves from something that already exists, but that's the one kind of exception. We still don't know what Lechonk's going to turn to, or Smoliv, or Fido, or the starters, for goodness sake. And finally, Wiglet. I mean, it's basically just a regional form, but slightly further out there, so, I mean, I have no strong feelings one way or the other, I suppose. You know, it's cute, but very basic, really. So, I suppose the strong streak of Pokemon designs that they had with the last few gens has maybe died down a little bit. I'm still overall positive on these, I think. You know, I don't really dislike any of them, like, on a visceral level. Like, there's no clink clang and cling clang so far. Though I do question the existence of some of them and why they're Pokemon. You know, the design in itself isn't terrible. Like, this guy would make a great mascot, look at him. But, well, I've been wittering on for 38 minutes. Well, I guess I'll have to wrap it up then. Oh, I'll see if I can edit that down a bit. I mean, I don't know, the Pokemon recap seems a little, maybe, what's the word, extraneous, but, yeah, you know, it is my reaction. I think that's pertinent enough to keep in. Oh yeah, that's a point. If my internet isn't good when the game comes out, then how am I going to stream it? Gordon Bennett. Alright. Well, you know, worst comes to the worst, I guess I can record it offline, and that might be for the best, considering it's an open world game and there's probably going to be less happening moment to moment. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm going to say. We'll just have to see. Yeah, that reminds me, I need to post that last Legends Arceus VOD, which I recorded back in February or whatever, and still haven't posted. I kind of got sidetracked. But yes, for example, the last 9 episodes of my Fire Red series from a few years ago. The first 6 of those episodes are pretty much finished now, I think. But the last 3, I did overextend myself with my wrist again. I was going to aim for December, but since that would clash with the release of Scarlet and Violet anyway, then I'm thinking maybe not. I mean, realistically, if I'm going to be making this video, whatever other reaction videos before the games come out, the games themselves, then I'm not going to have time to rest my wrist and finish Fire Red. So, like, I guess January then. You know, delay it by another year, but, well, yeah, I guess that's it then. I'll see you in the next trailer. I would be surprised if they didn't do one more before release, and even if they don't, then we are probably going to get that leaked sprite sheet from the... Well, we didn't get a data mine for Sword and Shield. We did get a couple of people on 4chan posting, like one person in Indonesia or something who got a copy a week early and was posting screenshots, like the really low quality image of Cinderace that was the only thing we had to go by on what Cinderace looked like for ages. Well, it felt like ages back then, but anyway. Well, I'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. We'll just have to see. Good night, everybody.